What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be unboxing Rough Country's Multi-Light Controller MLC-6. Not only that, we're going to be unboxing all the lights that I got from my JK. Before we get into that, I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. If you are first time seeing my channel, please like and subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. But let's just jump right into it and see what we got in this Rough Country box. Alright, let's see what we got in the box. Got your instructions, which we'll get to those when we go install it. Some more packing crap. Alright, we got a bracket here. I believe this is for the 6-switch panel. There should be two of these somewhere in this box, because the JK model, they switched their interior a little bit throughout the years, and I gotta look obviously in the directions here and see exactly which bracket I need to use. There's something else in here. We got some rivets, some washers, some screws. I don't know what the rivets are for. Pretty interesting. And looks like we got, this is the main harness that is going to be going into the interior. We got a weatherproof water locking plug. Just your standard plastic plug on here, some sheathing, and a rubber grommet on here. Looks pretty sound. I'm liking it. And obviously this will be the power. This is just a block that just joins. It's like a terminal block. Joins the two power wires together. And it looks like they have slots around on the side here that you can run other power wires to it. So it's kind of like a distribution block. It's kind of janky, if you ask me. I'm sure it's going to look better once I get it installed. But I think that would have like a cutout right there, and it'll be able to go down more. I don't know. Heat shrinked on both ends. I'm sure it's already pre-cut for length. Got another power wire here with no ends on it. We'll see what that goes to eventually. Bless me. We got a bunch of heat shrink, some prong wire connectors, some butt end connectors, little nuts. This is for when you're, I believe it would be for when you're running your light bars to have the connectors for you. Some kind of fuse thing. We'll see what that's about later. What's this? Ground wire. Looks like this is long enough to go to the battery. Everything so far looks like it's heat shrinked and has the protective sheathing on it. So you're not going to run it through your Jeep and have the wire get, like the insulation on the wire get screwed up. Here's the 6-panel switch panel. 6-switch panel. Switches feel nice and firm. Right there's the other bracket I was talking about. See what this looks like on back here. All the wiring already pre-done. There's like rubber protectors over everything, I guess, for when you have your top off and it starts raining. And you don't short anything out. I'm guessing that's a reset or something. It's interesting. And that goes to the main harness that's coming from the engine compartment. Looks pretty nice. I'm liking it. This mounts, well, I understand it mounts right above your rear view mirror. So that's going to be interesting to see. It has that hook up. You'll have that hook up there for your Freedom top. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they get around it for that latch. But I'm sure they designed it to make it work. Put this back in there. And here's the main reason I got this. Let me set this box aside. First impression, looks like it's pretty sound. There are other knockoffs, I would say, on the internet that kind of replicate this, but they don't have this. This mounts, well, I understand, to the fender on the driver's side, and it mounts just like that. And the other ones that I've seen that are cheaper knockoffs, they kind of mount like this, and you don't have no mounting brackets. You gotta make your own bracket and stuff. I'm sure they work perfectly fine, but I wanted to go with a name brand, so I don't run into no complications. Little latches here, hold the lid down. Smash here. Okay. This is where all the magic happens. Got your 6 relays for your switches, and each one has its own 30 amp fuse, it looks like, and another 30 amp fuse for something else. I'm guessing it's for the whole thing. I guess. Then you got your terminal switch right here for all your lights, ground wire post, and a positive post. Harness input. Huh. Interesting. Looks really well built. Like it. But yeah, that's what we get in the box. Now, after I get this back in the, now, once I get this back in the box, I'm going to unbox the lights that I got. I'm sure this is easier once I actually have it installed in the Jeep. Looks like that has to go first. Junky. Yeah, gotta do that side first. And obviously this is being a pain in my butt. I'm sure this is going to be easier once it's bolted into the vehicle. It's just you know, I'm moving it around. It's not helping anything. Let me put that back in the bubble wrap. Put everything back in the box, and we will unbox all the lights that I got. All right, these two boxes here should be my lights. They're nothing special. Hopefully nothing's damaged. These are just cheap eBay light bars. I think I paid $150 for all these lights. So I'm not expecting to light up the whole world with these. I'll be happy if they just turn on and work, really. If they're they're LED lights, so I'm sure they're going to be really bright, but I'm not expecting a whole lot of greatness out of these. As long as they work, I'll be happy. Let's see what we got. Not the damage so far. Box inside of a box. That out of here. Okay. Let's see if there's another box in here. Looks like the 52-inch. Yeah. Is there a name on it? No name on it. Okay. Looks like there's a harness. Long harness. So that's nice. It's not just going to be just a small lead coming off of it. Let me get a better view for you guys. This is what I got in the first box. It was packed a little bit nicer than this. This is I believe this is 52-inch. Looks decent. Doesn't look. I'm not expecting the best quality. Looks like there's some like glue slop right here. Alright. Is there any name on it? No. No name. It's okay. As long as they work. This is the wire harness for it, I believe. And we got little side ones that should be mounting onto. There's an adjustable thing in there. They should be mounting on the sides, one on each side of the brackets that go up the windshield. Bunch of mounting hardware. In there. And some more mounting hardware. Here are the brackets. What's this? Oh wow. Nice directions. Off-road LED lights. It's pretty generic. Okay. See these brackets here. windshield these are. Hold on, I gotta set you down. I had to put you guys down so I can get some more stuff out of the box. But here are the brackets that run on each side of the windshield. It came with the rubber insulators that you attach under here. That's so you don't scratch your paint installing them. I'm hoping that when I go install this, I can run all the wires in this groove right here to hide it all. Obviously, big light bar goes in between those. Then you got the smaller lights be attaching to this bracket. Those brackets right there. It also came with new hardware. I'm guessing, yeah, new hardware to attach the brackets to the Jeep. All the other kits I saw, everyone said just use your existing hardware that came with your Jeep, which I still might do. I undid the harness that came with it just to see if they just had wiring just for the big 52-inch, and see if they actually incorporated the small ones, which they did. I'm actually surprised. We got one connection there that it tees off to another connection. That'll go to the smaller lights. Then you got another connection right here. That'll go to your 52-inch. Now, I'm not going to be using a lot of this. Basically, it's going to end up getting cut like right here, because I'm going to be plugging this into the rough country panel. Yeah, I'm going to put this all back in the box, and we'll open up the other box so we would get one box. Let's see what's in this other one. So far that's a total of 3 different lights, the 52-inch and 2 small ones that go on each side of the windshield below the 52-inch. I don't remember exactly how many I got. All I remember, it was really cheap. So far, I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed of what all I've gotten for how much I actually paid. Looks like those little Chinese guys are stepping it up. I don't know about this pack job though. This looks questionable. I just had to slice her open. Bubble wrap. This is what I want. Bubbles. Woo! Party. Looks like this should be. I have to look at the order, but I think I might be missing 2 lights. If I'm missing 2 lights, for how cheap I got this. Nope, right here they are. I was missing the other 2 small ones. I was going to say, for how cheap I got this, I really don't care. Here's a smaller light bar. I think this was supposed to go on the hood. I'm I'm not even sure if I'm going to run it on the hood. We'll see how it all comes together. Got the wire harness for that. Some more instructions. And more mounting hardware. And the other small one. Let's better look at it. Yes. I don't even remember what size this is. But yeah, I think this one's definitely supposed to be for the hood. Then got two more smaller ones. Wire harness. It looks almost identical to the one that's for the 52. Wow. If you feel the switch that came with these, I'm sure it works, but it feels so cheesy compared to the Rough Country switches. It I don't know how to describe it. It just feels really cheesy when you go to click it. Some more mounting hardware. I'm sure half the stuff I'm not even going to end up using. We got another light bar. For 150 bucks, I got a lot of lights. Oh no. This is probably going to be the one that goes right on the bumper. We'll see. Some more mounting hardware. Come on. And smaller one. Yeah, this is probably going to go right in the center, right above where the winch will be on the bumper. Made. Look how I just spelled that. M-E-D-E. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like I got all my lights. This one didn't come with the harness. So, once I start actually installing it, we'll see how they were expecting me to do this or install this kit. A lot of the hardware I'm sure I'm not going to be using. Alright YouTube, this is going to be it for the unboxing of the Rough Country multi-light controller and the unboxing of my light bars. When it comes down to the Rough Country multi-light controller, it seems like real good quality and looks like it's going to be real easy to install. Now the light bars themselves, let's face it, they're cheap eBay light bars. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of them. If I can get a year use out of them, I'll be completely happy. Overall, I'm actually impressed. The brackets that will go on the side of the windshield, they don't look bad. Good welds. The powder coating looks good. The light bars themselves, they looks like they're constructed decently. And the wire harnesses that it comes with, it looks like I'll be able to use all the wiring and be able to use the wiring they provide to hook up to the Rough Country controller, which I'm stoked about. Less wiring I have to do. I'm personally getting sick of wiring, but yet there's a lot more yet to do. If you like what you're seeing so far, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time, have a good day, have a good night.